Hey, yeah, you should probably make a video. You're probably right. Hello out there to the many people in the world that exist. I'm Theo, and I'm not really sure why you're here, but if you're here anyway, thank you. Now it's probably time for me to tell you why I'm here. Basically, I haven't posted in a few months, and since I have a lot of scrapped videos, I thought I'd show you some of them to make up for the time that I've been absent. The first one I really hate, and that's why I didn't post it, so let's just get it over with. Now, there's a lot of problems in this one picture in particular, so I sped it up because I don't want to look at it for too long. But the first problem I had was I didn't spend enough time on the anatomy, and it looks really wonky. Since I recorded this a while ago, I don't really remember what I was trying to do, but I think after I made the straps video, I was like, oh, I want to make someone who's athletic, and then I miserably failed at that. Also, sorry for the rest of the video. The drawing is gonna be like a little shaky because I haven't been able to figure out how to get it so that I could record it without it having all my zooming in and out. Oh god, and now I'm remembering how I shaded the hair and it just looks so bad. I mean, like, it still holds up as one of my older pieces, but like, I can't love it and I can't really like it all that much because there's just so many flaws I see with it. Now the rest of the video comes from my scrapped Evolutions video. And it's really a shame because I actually liked this one, I just got too lazy and didn't finish Jolteon. It wasn't actually too long ago, it was only around November, but it still got a little outdated. Now I started off with Eevee, and if you're wondering why you didn't get to see the sketch of like the body, it's because at around this point I realized that I kind of get uncomfortable while I'm recording the body because I just get really nervous and feel like I have to do it right the first try. Now I remember when I was making this, I was going for sort of a girl who likes to go to conventions and is going to a convention as Eevee instead of just Eevee herself. I also thought I should still add the scarf, even though in most of the drawings of Eevee as a human they use a scarf as like the little neck fluff, but I still think it looks cute, so I added it anyways. Since Eevee is a really neutral colored Pokemon, I thought I should add like a little more color because I don't want it to be all just tans and browns. So I specifically picked a reference image of Eevee that had her wearing some flowers so that I could add some of that color in by taking it from there, and I think it looks really good. Around this time you might be able to see a difference in the way I make hair if you're checking out my Deviantart, because I was relearning how to do hair because for some reason every few months I'll forget and I have to do some more practices. So, but it really helped me improve, so I'm actually kind of glad that it happened. And now we're finishing it off with the highlights, and I really like this one. I think it's the best out of the three just because of how cute she looks and just kawaii in general. And yeah, I don't think the others are as good, and this one has the best anatomy out of the three. Now on to the next one. I started doing Vaporeon, and I'm kind of disappointed with this one just because I didn't get the hair right, and I think that the hair is a crucial part of any design. I meant to make it look kind of like the tail, but it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it. I do actually really like the outfit though, despite how simple it is, and you'll see later in the coloring that the little jacket that went over her swimsuit, I turned it into a translucent color, and I think it complemented everything really well. When I was first making this, I wanted to give her more of a mysterious vibe, but I really don't think I got that across, and instead I gave her more of a timid or shy vibe. And also, I'm just remembering that I had so much trouble with that leg because it curved, and I was like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? The line art on this one looked really messy after I took the sketch off, so I had to fix a bunch of things afterwards. Also, the little ahoje, I think that's how they're said, on her head is supposed to be kind of like the fin, but I didn't really know how to get that across, so it just kind of looks weird. Also, this was the first time that I tried like adding like some different colors to the skin instead of just making it all one color, and I think it looks pretty good even if it's a bit rushed and a little bit sloppy. Now I'm doing the shading, and the shading is always kind of soothing for me just because you get to see everything come together. And I'm finishing this one up with some highlights in places. The hair looks a bit weird. As you can see from the finished product, the legs are way too long, and that's why I don't think it's very good. And it looks good, it's a good design, but it's not my best work, and yeah. Now we're on to Flareon, and I really didn't know what I was gonna do for Flareon, so like, I just kind of started drawing, except the only thing I knew that I wanted to do was I wanted to give her a skirt, but the rest was just kind of like, oh, this might look good with the skirt, let's do this. For the hair, I made it kind of like a little puffball. I'm not really sure what that was a terrible explanation of what that hair was, but it was supposed to be kind of like the little neck fluff, because I always think of that as a really important aspect of a lot of the evolutions. I don't like this one as much as the others, and I don't think it looks very good because the design is just, I couldn't get into it, and it's just really weird. And the colors, like, because it's like fire, I had to use like the initial colors from Flareon so that you could at least see that it was meant to be like Flareon, but that made it so that everything was just kind of weirdly colored, and I didn't really like it that much. Oh god, there's a train outside. Why is there a train outside now? I don't really know what else to say about this one, except I don't really like it that much, and it could be partly the reason why I didn't like finish this video, because I was like, oh, Flareon is pretty bad, I don't think I can do Jolteon, and at this point I was starting to get kind of bored of everything. Now I just kind of want to take a minute to look back on this year, even though it has been a piece of crap and all of us hate it and want it to be over. I still think it was a really big journey for my art and where it is today, so I'm just going to look over some of it. I've come such a long way from just the person who was drawing pseudo chibi stuff in their room with a mouse on their bed to having a drawing tablet that I bought for myself and just drawing all this amazing stuff that I never thought I would draw. I tried out so many new things, and even though I hate this year just as much as all of you did, it helped me so much to have that extra time, and I don't know where I would be without that. I want to take a moment to thank you, and even though not that much has happened in the terms of my channel, I'm thankful for even the small amount of subscribers that I have. So, thank you to all of you.